Welcome back, Air India, tweeted Ratan Tata. So, in this video, we'll be talking about how Air India was acquired back by the Tata Group, and as usual, the why question which we ask: why does the deal matter for the government, and why does the deal matter for the Tatas? With that note, hello everyone, and welcome to Impact Hut Learning. So, we'll be starting quickly with a bit of history about the Tatas and then the Air India. So, starting off, the Air India was initially named as Tata Airlines and it was started by Mr. J.R.D. Tata in the year 1932. And then in 1946, it was listed as Air India. And then in 1948, it was a joint venture between the government of India and the Tatas, and it was renamed as Indian Airlines and Air India International. And then in 1953, when everything was happening in the terms of nationalization, in the spree of nationalization, the government of India acquired Air India for 2.8 crores, and from then on, Air India was with the government for nearly 5 decades. And then, in going a bit 2 decades, 2 to 3 decades later, in the 1990s, which is when the Indian aviation industry started seeing the entry of the new private players. With the entry of private players, the ticket costs were becoming cheaper, and consequentially, what it led to was the market share of Air India was decreasing, and it was facing severe losses because it was cheap tickets and there are new players. So people started moving across to those new players. So Air India was facing severe losses. Currently, the debt of Air India alone goes to around a little more than 61,000 crores. And now, when talking about the previous period, it was still in debt. So this action of revival of the Air India started in 2001, when the government then and the government now was always planning to disinvest the Air India. So this attempt has started from 2001, and every time it was failed attempt. So now talking about the recently failed attempt, where the government was planning to sell off 76% of Air India, which means the government will have around 24% with itself. But the sad part being, no one came for that bid. So what does that show? Which means that no private player or no bidder wanted the government to be a part in the Air India. So which is when the government changed their approach, which means previously the government is having a part of the shares for Air India in all the failed attempts. Now they were working on it, and now to change that, they were selling of 100% of Air India, and which is when Tata and a few other players they came to bid, and finally the Tatas won the bid for 18,000 crores. Now talking about 18,000 crores, now talking about the way forward, so the government will hand over Air India to Tatas in December 2021, and the 8 logos which are associated with Air India will be transferred to the government, to the Tatas as well. Now, before going into why does the deal matter for Tatas, let us just understand why does the deal matter for the government. Uh, to just talk about the first aspect, you remember in 1950s it was a nationalization spree. Now, this can be taken as one of the beginning or like one of the biggest privatization legacy which happened in the country. This is one aspect of it. And the second aspect being, with the impending 61,000 crores, the Tatas will pay 15,000 crores, and then the other land and other infrastructure properties will add to the debt, and the amount which the government has yet to pay is around 41,000 crores. So the idealization of selling off Air India was just that, because the government didn't want its citizens to pay taxes for a losing company. So the government thought selling off it is maybe the company can revive it. And it is one more aspect, which is that the government doesn't want to lose one of the oldest aviation industries, one of the oldest aviation companies in the country. So which is when this idea of disinvestment started. So this is the point where why it mattered for the government. Now moving on, why it mattered for the Tatas. So starting off with the Tatas aspect, so, with the acquisition of Air India, the Tatas now will become the second largest domestic flight operators in the country after Indigo. So, with this acquisition, their market share will increase to around 26.9%. And then, with the acquisition of the Air India, they will get access to 1,000 plus new employees, 100 plus flights, and they'll also get access to new parking slots and landing slots across the globe. And finally, with acquisition of the Air India and the other companies along with it, they will be able to pay a strong foot in the cargo and ground handling services in major airports. So it's a very win-win situation for the Tatas in terms of business side. But wait, is it just the business? I think definitely it is not. So the iconic Maharaja is back. After 68 years, the Tatas have got back their child to them. So it is always this emotional connect with attached to them as well. So this is where why does that deal mattered for Tatas, and why everyone in Tatas like Ratan Tata and the employees are so much excited about the deal. So business side, it's a tech and emotional aspect, and they're getting back their own child to them again after nearly 4 to 5 decades is again a tick for them. So it's a win-win for the Tatas, and it's a win for the government as well. So it's overall a win situation for everybody, and we hope that our Air India will come back stronger and will revive from the losses. So with that note, thank you everyone for watching the video. If you like our content, please do like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want to see more such content, please do follow us across in all your social media channels. Thank you so much.